Like, it feels like you still have everything happening that happens in this game. How did he not get hit? I thought I threw the bombs in his mouth. Oh well. But no, and the new features that are in are so good that it makes it honestly feels like a better version of the game in general. Like, it feels not just like a port, it feels like the Ultra Marvel vs. Capcom 3 version of it, which is awesome. You know, it's like it has all these new features. It's rebalanced entirely. The way the adventure mode works is so much better, with it being everything that used to just be unlocked right away, like for instance the DLC characters, weapons, and costumes and stuff. Now you actually have to work for them and unlock them, and you might be saying, well, that's kind of boring, but you'd be surprised at actually how good of a change that is, because the fact that now, you know, there's purpose to doing all this stuff, and I really like it, because there's so much more to find. Like, there's something on almost every single board of the adventure map. It's really cool, actually. I really like it, you know? So, like I'm saying, it's honestly amazing how much better it is, and I just want to kind of put my opinion out there. And you know what I've also learned? It's really hard to talk while playing this game at the same time. I thought I would just do this, but that was a mistake. No, all I really want to do is, I've heard people saying, oh, it's apparently some terrible game, but no, I'm honestly gonna be totally honest. It works so well on the new 3DS that it's baffling. It plays like the Wii U version, and once you're into it, you can't really tell the difference almost. Like, I mean, yeah, you'll be able to tell the difference. It definitely graphically looks very different, you know, like there are definitely a lot of things. And like I say, the special effects on moves are abysmally bad at times, but it's not so bad that it's unplayable. I've heard some people say, you know, oh, it's so terrible, but honestly, I think it's... And on new 3DS, it actually, if the 3D's off, stays buttery smooth just this fast, you know, which is amazing because a lot happens on that screen at once. And I really, honestly, think it's a great experience. I've kind of forgot why I did this video now. I just kind of want to talk about it. Oh, I guess the new content, all the new characters are super good. Like, I've heard some people say, oh man, Skull Kid's not that good, or oh man, you know, Linkle isn't that good. No, they're actually all super overpowered almost. Like, but the one thing is, the game was rebalanced. It had to have been, because of the fact that characters like Rudo and all them can now definitely hold their own against a lot of characters who before were like a little overpowered. You know, Twilight Midna, for instance, you know, she feels a little weaker, which is good because she was brutal in this one, you know. No, it's definitely, like I say, something that I feel everyone who is a Warriors fan should check out, because it feels like the sequel, but not to this game. Like, it's not the sequel. Let me be clear. There's a lot of reused content. I mean, not just like, oh yeah, there's, you know, same story. No, straight up levels are the same. Straight up, you know, beyond story mode. Adventure mode is, you know, pretty similar, but it's rebalanced, and that's the word, you know? It definitely feels like a game that is made for people who are like, okay, you know, the first one, it was good, but it's had its issues. It really feels like this is fixing as many of the issues as they can, you know, possibly, while keeping it now in a handheld, which I feel really works, because now, with how adventure mode is laid out, it's actually super addicting, like, way too addicting. I will be just in the middle of the night, and I'll be like, I gotta play more adventure mode, you know? So, it's, like I say, it's really good, and everyone who is a fan of Zelda should check it out, you know? And we have this mission almost done right away. So I guess I haven't said anything really about this weapon here. This is the Trident from the classic Zeldas mostly. The Trident of Power was a major part of Zelda that kind of just died at one point. And it's awesome. It gives Ganondorf a speedy moveset, which makes him absolutely terrifying. Also, the Wind Waker skin for Ganondorf is actually my favorite skin in the entire game. Like, this one I like too, because